The Division 2 is heading into Year 7, and if you caught the recent live stream, you know it's not just more of the same. Season 1, aptly titled Crossroads, marks a huge shift in both tone and gameplay direction. The dev team is leaning into nostalgia in a way that longtime fans of the franchise will appreciate, while still pushing forward with fresh systems and content. All of this is framed by the upcoming Battle for Brooklyn DLC, which promises to be a meaningful return to the roots of the franchise. Crossroads is all about that mix of past and future. The entire season is inspired by the Division 1, not just the Brooklyn setting, but the RPG systems, the ultimates, and even the vibe. This is a conscious effort to reintroduce some of the magic that made the first game special. The developers made it clear that if they were heading back to where it all began, then it made sense to also bring back some of the ideas that fans loved the most. One of the biggest shifts is in pacing and gameplay style. This season dials back the speed and intensity of something like Rogue Momentum, instead focusing on slower, more tactical encounters. There's a renewed emphasis on teamwork, and that shows in how modifiers and progression systems are built. If you've been craving more strategic play, you're going to feel right at home here. The standout new feature is the revamped modifier system. The core seasonal modifier is called Hardcore, and it completely changes how you approach your build. Inspired by Division 1's firearms, stamina, and electronics attributes, Hardcore lets you accumulate these stats from gear cores and marked NPC kills. Hit certain tier thresholds, and you'll unlock increasingly powerful passive modifiers. Want to go all in on firearms? You might just break the 60% crit hit cap. Prefer tanky survivability? Stack stamina for chunky bonuses. It's a deep system and it rewards smart loadout decisions. But passive modifiers are only half the story. Active modifiers, now called links, are back too. And they're not just nostalgic throwbacks to the original Ultimates, they're game changers. Assault Link, Security Link, Tech Link, and a wild card called Broken Link all give you and your team serious boosts. Best of all, you don't have to grind through the entire season to unlock them. This time, they're available right from the jump, and that changes how you plan your build from week 1. The gear lineup is stacked with Division 1 inspired flavor. There's a new exotic LMG called Pakun that builds up a massive magazine bonus on kill, stacking up to a ridiculous 200%. Named weapons, Lud and the Purist, are rolling out with Streamline, a talent based on Division 1's Perfect Focused that delivers huge damage when your skills are off cooldown. Tinkerer, an exotic mask, is essentially Alpha Bridge Reborn, letting you share a weapon talent between your primary and secondary. The Nimble Holster is back too, healing you as you move cover to cover. And the Measured Assembly gear set brings a final measure style twist. Support-focused buffs that overcharge your skills when teammates are nearby, and a unique mechanic that disables enemy skills in the area. There's even a new brand set featuring the threat stat from Division 1, which affects enemy aggro and opens up new tanking strategies. On the systems side, scavenging points are undergoing a major change. They'll now be account-bound and can only be spent once across all characters. This ties into the upcoming Battle for Brooklyn DLC that will be introducing a level 40 boost, so the new scavenging system is meant to prevent infinite material farming. To ease the transition, players will receive a one-time grant equal to their lifetime scavenging total before this update goes live.
Question on scavenging. So let's talk about that. And this one is a change that's been long overdue. And I mean, you might not all be happy about it, but it had to happen. people used to be able to get their scavenging points back by just starting a new character, leveling up to like at level 30 if you're on Warlords of New York, bring it to 40, get your scavenging points, get materials, rinse and repeat. As you may know, with Brooklyn, we're going to be introducing a level 40 boost. So you will be able to start level 40. And that's an issue with scavenging, amongst other things, because then that practice would become actually quite game-breaking. So now was the time to act. Once again, it's not just because of that. It's something we've wanted to revisit for some time. So with this season, we are going to make the change that now the scavenging points will be spent once per account. So when you spend a scavenging point, no matter which character it is on, it is not available on the other characters anymore. It is spent once. That being said, what we are doing to try to soften the deal is that we're going to give all of you your scavenging points back once. So what that means is that for me, you see on my account, I am shade level 567. Don't make fun, I know I'm a noob compared to a lot of you. And that means when I will log in on day one, when the season launches, I will be granted 113 scavenging points on top of the ones I have spent already. So we're going to allow you to respend them one more time, but this will be the last time you get scavenging points for free. After that, once you get them, you spend them and they're spent. They're spent on materials that are shared across the account anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much which character you use them on, but you will not be able to get them again. And this is very important for us, for the health of the game.
One-strap backpacks are also finally making their way into the game as cosmetic options. There are a few restrictions. Only certain outfits and vest types support them. But for style-focused players, this is a big win and something the community has been asking about for a long time. The seasonal journey system is also getting a much-needed quality-of-life overhaul. Progress is now shared across your team, meaning no more being punished for running objectives with friends. Passive and active modifiers are unlocked through mission progress, and starting from Mission 3, you can tackle the rest in any order. It's more flexible, more rewarding, and clearly built with co-op in mind. As for the Battle for Brooklyn DLC, it's important to know what it is and what it isn't. There's no level cap increase, no new raids or incursions. What it does offer is a return to Brooklyn, 8 new hunters tied to riddles, and the Smart Cover skill, another Division 1 classic and exclusive to DLC owners. This content expands the game's story and adds more lore-rich challenges rather than overhauling the endgame. The devs also clarified that players who previously bought the Division 2's original Ultimate Edition will still need to buy the Brooklyn DLC separately. However, there will be a new Ultimate Edition bundle going forward that includes the DLC for new players joining the game. The PTS is live until Monday, and the team is actively seeking feedback. The official release date for both Season 1, Crossroads, and the Battle for Brooklyn DLC is May 27th. There are still some unanswered questions from the live stream. We don't yet know how some of the new talents will interact with existing mechanics, or whether balance changes are coming for older exotics like the Eagle Bearer or Ouroboros. There's talk of future legendary missions, more apparel events, and possibly even increasing loadout slots or group sizes, but nothing is confirmed yet. What we do know is that this season is a clear statement from the devs. The Division 2 isn't just coasting along, it's evolving. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Manawar Gaming for more updates, deep dives, and analysis on everything Division related. We've got a lot to talk about, so keep safe out there and catch you guys on the streets of Brooklyn.